The essence of boundaries are to protect the individual. You need to be clear with your partner who you are, what you want, your beliefs and values. You set those parameters. They are like basic guidelines on how you want to be treated. To me, I say they ensure that a relationship can be mutually respectful. And I think we have Chioma joining us now.
Tell me you can see me. No, you can't.
No, we can't see you yet. We can hear you.
I know, I can see you and I can't see me. I don't know who these workers of iniquity are that are trying to get in our way. See, my family and friends have joined you. Eh? Okay, you know what? Let me do it again. Let me cancel again and then we'll
come back. Again. Dynamic expressions. Hi.
Hey, why you Allah? What is this? You still can't see me, right?
No, we can see your voice only.
Okay, let me use another internet is a big problem in this place. Okay.
So are you switching? I am doing that now. So Madam Chioma, can you hear me?
I can hear you, absolutely. I can. They just don't want me to see your face today. They don't want you to see my face, rather.
Maybe we'll just continue like that, because I don't know.
Okay. Is it okay if we go ahead without you guys seeing my face? My Instagram live people have seen my face today. Sorry if you can't see my face, but it's okay. We go ahead so that they don't. I guess because I tried to add twice, maybe that's why it just blanked. Didn't allow me add you again.
Wow.
Can we go ahead though?
Well, maybe because we've spent 10 minutes trying to get you. Maybe.
So the option is. Okay, so the option is. If everybody agrees, we can end this live chat and start all over again. So if I see 3 hands, if you wave at us 3 times, we can end this chat, start all over again. They said no. Hey.
Go on.
Oh, so they said no. Okay. So yes, we'll see if we can do this over again. All right.
Okay, wait. Can you go out of this? Okay. God's
Jagaloni said we can go ahead. Tino Banter, they are my people. We can go ahead. Want to see you?
I think we want to see you. Can you go out and log in again?
I don't think it's letting me request anymore. You did what I asked you to do about inviting me, right?
Yeah.
So that's the only chance of I go out, and then
okay.
You would add me again.
So what do we do now? Let's just do it. If it's not working, then
everybody
we just
says we should go on.
Okay. Okay.
Should we go ahead?
Maybe I'll have to be beautiful for the both of us.
painful for both of us. Let's try this one more time. Let me go off and then get you to invite me. Only because it wouldn't be fair for you to be staring at a blank space.
Staring at myself. All
right.
Oh yeah, let's do it quickly.
You know what? Why don't? Okay, let me do that. Okay, let me close it from here. It's official. Don't worry. Let's go ahead. Okay. Wow. Welcome.
Okay.
Don't worry. When this is over, we will do an extra 15 minutes to make up for the time lost. We'll go ahead and do that. All right, cool stuff. So, hi, good evening. Just before you say I do on Instagram Live. My name is Chema BBB. Those who know me know me. I'm a small girl like that. I just likes to add a little value as best as I can. But the big brother is here. The reason we are here, Barrister Olumide Omoshebi.
Good evening, everyone.
Okay. So just before you say I do is something that Barrister Olumide put together. It started out on radio and it has evolved into what it is right now. It started out here on Inspiration FM, then he had to leave us because we didn't have enough time for him and so on. And so he has gone to, he's on radio at the moment. He's on Nigeria Info on Saturdays at 9 p.m. for 1 whole hour. And he talks about issues that relate. Okay, it's Relationship 360 there, right?
Yes, Relationship 360.
Right.
Every Saturday, 9 to 10 a.m. on Nigeria Info.
That's right. So we talk about a lot of the relationships even before we share it on the air. And there's so much we have to say to each other and say to you, and also so many questions that we feel are largely unanswered. We believe that no conversation is a taboo, because if you're not talking about it with people who can share thoughts and insights with you, you're going to end up talking about it to people who cannot help you, and so they will mar your situation, or at least make it worse than it already is, as the case may be. We also have agreed that as we start the show, every time we start the show, we will start by talking about answering a couple of questions that have been sent to us prior. So that's where we're going to begin today. Yeah? Yes? Should I go ahead?
Yes, please, go ahead.
All right, cool. So question number 1. This one I found very funny, but hey, it's somebody's real situation, so I'm not laughing. It says, do you think it is ideal to get married to my girlfriend of over 3 years who is still trying to secure an admission? She wants me to support her education financially. I've been supporting my siblings through school. I would like to know what you think. Okay, now, not as if I'm uncomfortable with my current job. I'm still working on and getting another job. I've tried to persuade her to do part-time and do business alongside, but she's insisting on doing full-time. She's 25 and I'm 32. I would like to know what you think about my relationship, sir. Thank you for the good work you're doing for humanity. What is your take? So in short form, the guy is dating this girl who's 25. She wants to go to school and she wants him to sponsor her school. He's been dating her for 3 years. Yes, 3 years now. He's 32 and he has said, Madam, I don't think I can afford full-time. Why don't you do part-time and do business alongside? But she's insisting on doing full-time. He is also handling, sponsoring his siblings, and he's trying to get another job while he's on his current job. Sir, what does he do? Or what do you think?
Well, when I saw the question, it was something that, for me, my honest opinion, always straight to the point, is that he who plays the piper dictates the tone. If I'm the one sponsoring your education, then I should be able to tell you what I can do or what I cannot do. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He says he cannot sponsor full time. She says no, you must sponsor full time. There's a disadvantage to dating what I would call a financial liability. When you know you cannot afford, yes. I tell a lot of people, try not to take on a liability because it will become a problem for you in future. This man is responsible for taking care of his family and he cannot fully meet it. And here comes a girl that says, you know what, in spite of your situation, I need you to send me to school. 3 years ago, I handled 2 cases where after sending the lady to school, the lady graduated and now decided to move on with somebody else. The second case, the man who sponsored her through school, through the university, through her youth service, and she now said, well, she finds that he's a little above her status now that she is a graduate, and it's like her status has increased, and she met someone who had more money and who was more interesting, and she went. So this guy went, attended the wedding and poured acid on her face during the wedding ceremony and ran out of the. So it's you should be prepared for a possibility that after these 4 to 5 years or 6 years of education, it is not a certainty that after spending all that money, she's going to end up with you.
True,
that is number
very
one.
True.
Number two, why not just get someone on your level? You are 32, you're dating someone who is 25. In 3 years, you'll be a decade older. She has no education. You are the one that is going to school her, feed her, clothe her. It is a liability.
Daddy
on someone who is not. So I think you should just get someone who is your level. Get someone who is working or who is in business instead of pulling an extra liability on yourself. It doesn't really end well. It leads to frustration. So that is my take on that.
Guys, Amashabi, first of all, we need to work on your network. It's seizing every now and again. But
no,
on the other hand,
someone was trying to call in. I put it on do not disturb. I don't know how. It was just was a WhatsApp call. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Sorry about that.
So here's the thing with this issue. Before we go to the next one, don't worry, we're coming back after this hour is done. But before we go to the next one, there's an issue that I find. There are men who are trying to date younger girls, so in quotes they can mold them and they will stay in quote humble, and I will use the word that we use today, submissive. So maybe he's trying not to get an older girl because he wants a girl that can still be molded. Do you understand where he's going with it?
Yes. So if that is his intention, then he should be prepared to face the consequences of his intention. There is no way you are going to go and get a small girl and think you can mold her to become. You can't mold anybody. She will still be who she is, but to get what she wants, she would be submissive until the point that she gets what she wants. People that think I have a neighbor who went to the village to marry and thinking that, okay, he'll bring her to the city and then, teach her how to do this, she'll be to his own taste. Most of those stories now, the lady has driven him out of the house. They don't stay together. The
lady drove him out of his own house.
Yes, she goes out, she locks the door. She locks the children inside. She goes out, she comes back, 9, 10, drunk, and she sleeps off.
Oh, wow.
The time the man took it up with her, she brought out a knife. She stabbed him on the shoulder. I was the one that took him to the hospital. You can't try to tame a beast or to mold a beast to what you can't mold a human being. Even God does not do that. So who are you? God gave man choice. If God wanted everybody to go to heaven today, God would just say everybody will be born again. Even God does not do that. Everybody has their own choice, freedom of expression, which is guaranteed by the Constitution. So you do not have any power politically, socially, spiritually over any person. You would end up being frustrated.
Okay, so Jagaloni says yes, so it's not an insurance. True, the girl may not end up with him. Absolutely. Second question, sir, I've been in a relationship for 10 years, and about 2 months ago, a lady called to tell me that she has a child for him, and we are planning our wedding for next month. Though I love him and will wish to continue, but now I'm afraid of the consequences of this child, and I do not really know what to do. Bros, this is a very big matter. Let me read it again in case somebody not hear the intricacies of this situation. Sir, I've been in a relationship for 10 years, and about 2 months ago, a lady called to tell me that she has a child for him, and we are planning our wedding for next month. Though I love him and will wish to continue, but now I'm afraid of the consequences of this child, and I don't really know what to do. Sir, what does she do?
I think she should hit the pause button. She should pause. If you've dated someone for 10 years, you started dating him as a single man and you want to marry him as a single dad, that is a shift, a paradigm shift. Firstly, he did not tell you. You heard from someone else. Secondly, he would have known, definitely he would have named the child. His family would have known that now he has a child outside. But none of them told you. The lady had to tell you that, come, I have his son, which gives her some legitimate claim over parts of him. And then he said, though he told her, the other part of the question was that though he told her that he was engaged to someone else while they were doing their thing, and that, you know, there's no real future in it because... So that makes me see that, okay,
Sorry, sir. What did you just say? So don't be saying that kind of thing and just passing it as if you did not say anything. Did you say that the man that is having a relationship with you for 10 years was engaged with another woman during your relationship with him in the 10 years?
No. I think when she confronted him, he now told her that he had told that girl that got pregnant for him that he was already engaged to somebody else. That is to her, this lady that sends the question. That it wasn't a serious thing, and, you know, unfortunately she just got pregnant. But the issue here is that he did not tell her. It was the lady that got across to her to tell her that, listen, I have a child for this man you're about to get married to. My own issue is just that I don't think the length of years is regardless. It doesn't make, you know, it doesn't mean anything. If it took you 10 years to make a mistake and it took another person 1 month to make the same mistake, it doesn't become right because of the length of time you took to make the same mistake. A mistake is a mistake, whichever way. So my issue here is I would not advise her to go ahead with the marriage, because what else is it that you do not know?
Right.
And the man that can get someone pregnant while engaged to you will get someone pregnant while married to you. It's just... Absolutely.
At this very moment, I'm glad you guys can't see my face. You should have seen the look on my face when you gave me this caveat. So inside the 10 years, you started dating another girl and told her that you are engaged and gave her belle and she gave birth. Please, let's move on. Christy Harley Joy says for him not to tell you, Nakila him be. When you said that one should have paused, yeah, you put it on pause. I was angry. You say you put it on pause. I will first confirm the story and delete the man. No, not kill him, just delete delete the existence of the relationship. He has been with you for 10 years. He didn't give you beleo. Okay, sorry. Let's go to the other issue.
Can I tell you something about that 10-year?
Yes.
At times, I'm tempted to believe the longer the number of years in a courtship, the more unlikely it is that you get married.
I agree.
There's a couple that they dated for 10 years and they got married on the 11th year. Now, after the second year of dating, they moved in together and they lived together for 8 years and got married on the 9th year. So the total length of time was 11 years. Their marriage lasted 4 months. So really, when people say, where do I want to start again? Where do I have, I've been with him for this, I've been with her for, that is, regardless, it doesn't matter. A heartbreak will happen. A heartbreak is a heartbreak.
Yeah.
Separation. And divorce is divorce. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Christy, oh wow, I lost that message. Okay, Christy Harley Joy says, yes, so mistake is a mistake. No number of years or months don't matter. All right. I just want to buttress on this same issue for a bit, because we've talked about this whole number of years thing. And I keep asking, how long is too long? I do agree. I do totally agree that if you're dating someone for up to 5, 6, 7 years, what are you still doing together that you have not decided to define what you want to do with the rest of your years together? Like, I'm sorry. What is there? Is there a reasonable, or should I say wise, time frame that we should be looking at being in a relationship together before is there a reasonable time frame before I should be concerned about what this relationship is?
Well, there's really no fixed time frame like that. Some churches say 1 year. My wife attends Redeemed, and she was saying that there's a 1 year rule or something, a policy. I dated my wife for 4 months, and I proposed to her on the 5th month. So some date for 1, 2, 3 years, and there is really no hard and fast rule to it. But when it is getting to 4, 5 years and they are able to marry, you see, this is it. Maybe they haven't gotten a job. Maybe they started dating from school. There's NYC. They want to get a job. Those ones are still building. But when you are able, you have the capacity. You are working, she's working, or, you have the capacity to marry. It's not that you're still, settling down. You're still trying to get a job. All those ones, you can plan your life. So it might take a while to plan your life, then settle. But when you are able to marry, do you understand? And you are dating someone for 4 or 5 years, that is Walt Disney. That is a Disney classic.
Okay. Jagalodi says, I absolutely agree with you, sir. The length you stay in a relationship is unlikely to determine your being together. All right. So I'm going to move to the issue of the day. Yes, last week, Thursday, we started talking about how I know that I'm ready to get into a steady relationship and I'm ready to settle down. I'm ready to be with someone. And the first pointer you gave us was know thyself. Know thyself, and to thyself be true. And I think we really, basked in that space for a good while, and you pointed out a lot of amazing things. Today, what are we looking at? What's the other parameter for me to be prepared to now invite someone into my space and settle down?